Hello, welcome to Boardgames with Niramas. I'm Josef. I'm here with
Andreas,
Mats,
and Draco. And today's time for the Sweet 16. We're going to talk about our
some really good
favorite
games.
games.
Really good games.
16 favorite game of all time. And as usual, as you've been watching this, if you haven't, go check out the playlist. All of the episodes are on the playlist where you can watch them all back to back. You can binge, as the kids call it. And Andreas starts off.
Yeah, so my number 16 is the Networks.
Oh,
The
that's a good
Networks.
one.
Okay. Approved?
Approved.
Finally approved. I've been like
Yeah, that two games has not been very good.
Yeah.
Approved.
the last 3 or 4 games you guys have been not been so super happy about, but at least the Networks, amazing action card drafting game, sort of. That's basically what it is, right? Where you each player runs a TV station, TV network, and where you try to get so many views as possible. So you draft shows, draft stars and ads, and that is puzzling by itself. But it all happens from a common market. You say that, of cards. So it's an open drafting. So when it's my turn, I can either like draft a star, draft a show, or something. And it's always like, okay, I really need that thing, but I also need that thing.
Yeah.
And Mats probably needs both of them as well. So how can I do this to try to get both?
Should I wait? Should I do that? Or?
And then it's like, all right, my show that I had on the network earlier on 8 o'clock, maybe it's getting like it has been around for a couple of seasons and it's now like losing popularity, so I need to replace it. I need to find something.
The expansion is really good as well.
Yeah.
The executives.
Yeah, so yeah, I really like the base game here. I think the base game is really good. The executives, I think I can play both. I can play without it and with it.
I agree. They're both.
With it, it's more like, okay, you get this
Asymmetric
thing, which is like super powerful normally, maybe rule breaking. Yeah. And sometimes that might be super fun, or sometimes it might not. I'm not sure.
This is also to your point, I think, where the expansion it's okay, but it's definitely not needed.
Yeah.
Because I think the base game in itself, just draft is just that aspect is so great with this game, and also I think the theme it's also one clicks in really well.
Yeah, it's so fun.
It's so fun to read the names of the stars and the shows and the ads and everything. So it's just a great connection of sort of, should I wait? Should I? Maybe what do you need to do? You need to do that. Okay, maybe I can wait for that one, so I can take that one instead. I think that's the kind of fun thing about this game.
That's great. The Networks.
Yeah, good pick.
Good choice. My number 16 is I had one of these games higher and one lower, so I put them together in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's Clank, both with Legacy and also the standard game. So I put them basically in the middle position together.
Which one was the Legacy higher?
Legacy was a bit higher.
Okay.
Because due to the experience thing.
Yeah.
Clank is a very simple, fun game, but I never had a bad time playing it, even though it's not. It's a very simple kind of adventure game, but I like the deck building. I love so much good going on, especially with Legacy. I think just the experience is fantastic. And now with the new Catacombs coming, where you have a shifting board, I think that's going to bring the game into a new level where you sort of put out a tile and then you explore, you go that way and put out a new tile, and then all of a sudden tiles can shift. So it's going to be
that's cool.
Yeah, not going deeper, you just sort of it's going to be fun, I think.
This is a great game.
So yeah, Clank is definitely one of my games that I'm always happy to play, even though it's quite simple, but I just enjoy the experience so much.
Clank is outside my top 24, and I have not ranked Legacy because we have not yet completed it. So. But I guess when we have completed it, will be a contender for top 24.
So, speaking of being happy while playing it, you seem to be very happy when we play this as well, sometimes.
Yeah, the most fun part with this game is probably when people die.
He likes that.
And then they can laugh.
So rude.
Yeah, it's
evil laughter.
It's just an amazing feeling to see other people struggle and die in this game, and you just scrape by yourself.
Yeah.
You win because
with a
everyone else
backpack
has
and 2 artifacts.
I think this is one of the games where I've seen you be the most lucky, Andreas.
Yeah.
You seem to always just get out in time.
I love this game.
Yeah. Well, it's a good one. It's a good pick for sure.
Yeah.
So my number 16 was my number 2 last year.
Whoa.
So that sounds like I don't like it anymore, or
Yeah.
it dropped a lot, but that's not really true. It's more like I have reevaluated maybe a little bit how I did my list, how I picked things, and there's also new games up there. But this is Seven Wonders Duel, so here's a crossover with Mats. And I mean, it's a great 2-player game. It's great in many ways. I really enjoy it a lot. I like it a lot for, just like in the networks, the whole open draft where you see what's out there, and it's even more tense in this game because you only have one opponent, and I can see what you need.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I really need that one, but if I do it, then you can take that one that you really need. So what's most valuable for me? Really, really good game. And the main reason it has dropped is because at some point I played it a bunch on BGA, and at some point, games get a little bit like, I played it a lot. I don't have that urge anymore to play it that way. But then again, of course, it's always going to be there, I think, in my sort of collection, and a game that I bring with me. Like, oh, is there a chance there might be a chance for a 2-player game?
Yeah.
Seven Wonders Duel, absolutely. So, but I do want to play with the expansions. I'm not like playing just the base game. At this stage, I need one or two of the expansions to make it really exciting.
I agree.
It gets very, not scripted, but it gets very linear if you only play the base game, because like, I take this, I take a card, you take a card, it just goes back and forth. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless you have the Wonders where you can sort of.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Wonders can.
But to your point, I think it's a great game in sense because as you know, you play it on like 20-30 minutes. If both player knows it well.
I think it takes longer. I think it has a fair bit of setup.
Oh, of course, Andreas time is about 15 minutes.
Fair bit of setup, and I think every age takes 10 minutes.
I see a recurring theme here where me and Mats is like, oh, this game is quick, and Andreas is like, no, that takes a long time. Like, I wonder why.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah,
good choice.
Speaking of time, it's time to
like and subscribe.
That as well. It's time to end this episode, and we'll be back tomorrow. I hope you are enjoying this format that we're doing. This is the first year we are. It's the first year we're doing this format where we have these smaller, separated episodes all through an advent calendar during December. And let us know in the comment section if you like this format. Is this something we should do next year as well? Let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for showing up, and have a great evening, morning, whenever you're watching. Take care.
See you tomorrow. Bye.